Right. Hello, everyone. Sriram here with the Sivaraman, who cleared PMP on October 6th. Okay, at least 2-3 weeks back. All right. I think after that, he would have slept well, relaxed well. He would have felt, good. So let's first congratulate him. Congratulations, Sivaraman, for this achievement.
Thank you, Sriram.
Great. So what I'll do is I'll bring up your certificate. Here it is. So Sivaraman, October 6th, rock star there. So Sivaraman, did you know that this is a date you're going to clear the exam already?
Yes.
You planned it well, clearly, systematic. Very good. So give some highlight. Did you start the preparation with the exam date in mind?
No.
So how
I
it went on?
did not have any hard date for the exam. And to be frank, I first intend to take that in May, and then I got skipped. I was having some work to be completed, so I was unable to spend much time with the books. And then I tried it for July, and I had some personal things to take care of at home. So finally, I fixed on October, but the date wasn't sure. But when I started taking the exams in Sri Learning website and PMI study hall, I was having 75% confidence that I can take within 10th of October. And after talking to you past the 4 exams, I freezed the date to 6th because I believed that it is no longer good in dragging the date, because anyways, you have to take the exam one day. So you have to fix it. You cannot, because of the exam fear, you cannot drag the date. So I just had a mindset that 6th is the final.
Right. I think that's a valuable point, right? If you keep dragging, you lose that confidence. Day by day, it start going down.
Yes. Okay. Also, the momentum could lose because of your work or your personal problems.
Makes sense. Good. Super. That's really good. Apart from your family, other things, you were able to move forward, come here. How much of your family and your office able to support you, or how are you able to manage your time?
So it's only me and my parents at home. So they were highly concerned that I'm doing something constructive.
They don't disturb you.
So they will not disturb me. I'll have all the meals ready in the dining table, and then they will go to sleep.
That's mom,
right? Both mom and my father.
Good, right?
That's the chores that I have to do. So that's a kind of support and leverage time I'll have with the books.
Good, nice to know.
And with my office, like my manager, he was pretty understanding and he was helpful. I told him that I am planning to do this, so he supported me, and then he gave me a green signal to do.
Okay, good. So which domain you work from?
I presently work with banking domain.
Banking, okay, pretty much needed domain. And in the banking domain, how you think course like PMP will well align? How do you feel that?
So at present, I always head towards the operations that banking does. So I believe like project management knowledge and skills could help to streamline any business lagging parts, or it could help in the betterment of the operations that being done on a daily basis.
That makes sense, right? In the sense of it gives a systematic approach rather doing a random way. You do a systematic approach. Very good, very good. Now, when you started learning PMP in the classes, did you feel that these are pretty new for me, or you felt that I know this, man, somewhere I'm doing this?
So with respect to the approach that we have, both predictive and adaptive, so I have close to 10 years of experience. So my first 5 years of experience was fully with predictive, and I was also working as a scrum master with my the previous organization I was associated with. So the adaptive approach, I kind of 50% know it. And prior taking a PMP, I also completed certified scrum master course. So I was comfortable with the approach, but the in and out of the planning and then processing and the execution. So that by the books was far differ than what is put actually in the field.
Okay.
And on the other hand, when it comes to all the processes, for instance, budgeting or finding the project, because when I did the role of the adaptive approach, I was working for a product. So we weren't pretty sure like how the budgeting system works, how it should work, what all should be accounted for when you're calculating the budget, how the budget should be calculated, how it should be benefiting for the company. So those things are new for me when I was learning.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense, right? That now it start connecting some dots what you were doing already. Very good. So now what you see in office is fine. What you listen to the classes is fine. Now you start reading the books. As you read the books, definitely it's going to be a little more, some area interesting, some area very dry. You cannot go for it.
No, actually, when in my personal opinion, when I was going to the book and what I did on a daily basis at work, so I was able to relate it, and then the correlation was good. And taking up the examination, going through the book, it actually helped me to fill in my gaps, which I wanted to know. Because when you're working on a daily basis for a product or a project, if you are going to be a scrum master, there will be some limits to your role, which you cannot skip. You will be happy to learn about it, but all the times you will never get chance to learn everything in and out, how the project is signed until how the project is closed and then handed over, the official procedure. You know, like you are delivering the final bill to the client, and when he signs off, it's going to be another 6-month maintenance, that is all. But post to that, what happens? So assuming like you have some contractors working with you, so how are they doing it? How is the procurement happening? So those things I just wanted to learn, which actually I got it through learning the books.
Good. I think you have a predefined goal. These are I want to learn.
Yeah.
So that made it more interesting in the subject. Nice to know. Nice to know. Good. So how do you do your exam? Online center? How you want to go? How do you went for the exam?
I took the Proctor.
Proctor exam. Okay. Was it smooth experience?
It was a smooth experience. But the thing was like, generally I've heard that there will be an invigilator watching you all the time. But for me, it did not happen. So
how do you know?
Because there was a time like I wanted to go for a bio break. So I wasn't sure whether is it right to go off the camera. So
they won't say anything.
No, I didn't knew it. I pinged the person. Actually, my request went on a queue. There was no response. So I was unable to go anywhere. I was sitting on my chair for all the time until I completed the exam.
God, man, break is meant for that. Why you have to sit?
So all what I did was like when I take the break, I just close my eyes and then I just try to recollect. All right, fine, whatever we did. So and then we will have the time, that's being clocked here. So and then I'll just.
That's fine. Meditation all are good. See, in the movie hall, they're telling interval. They won't come and tell go and have popcorn. You will go and eat, right?
I understand, but at times you need to accommodate to the situation, right? When you're putting up a request, you don't know when it is not getting unanswered. It is safe to play by the game, sitting there where you are.
Too obedient student you are, man. That guy would be surprised. What a man!
Till the end, my request was not answered. I completed the exam. I didn't know actually someone went through the request and then thought of answering what I made.
Okay, so being online exam, Proctor went well. You didn't move for the break also. Yeah. So how is it time? Did you use all 4 hours? What do you do?
Yes, I used all the 4 hours. So initially when I started the exam, the first 10 to 15 questions was not tough, but it is because of my exam anxiety. I took things very slow, read the questions twice or thrice. But once I started getting momentum, it was smooth. Like specifically after the first break, it was like shifting to the third gear, and then the second break directly shifting to the fifth gear, because it was like the pendulum coming here and there. So when you read the question, yes, this is the keyword, and then you have to look for the answer, trim that out, and usual practice.
Nice to know. How was it the last 60 questions? Sometimes I hear people have to rush. They have to close it out. Did you feel like something like that?
For my case, it did not happen. Actually, it was the first 60 questions that was tough.
Oh, so last 60 was okay for you. Okay.
That is correct. So the time actually did not get played as I did my practice. So we have the 90, 70, 70. So 90 minutes, I was able to complete only 50 questions because there were 2 to 3 questions which took more than 2 to 3 minutes for me. And then like the first 15 questions, because of the anxiety, that also took time. So I was.
That is why we give 90 minutes, but you went beyond that 100
yes,
minutes.
That is correct. Yes. So I'm just telling my friends who's going to write the exam not to do it. Just keep a calm and composure, and then just as you practice, do it by the time. And then the second was like again the 60. So I was still having 10 questions left. So the third was 70 by 70. Luckily that I was able to quickly grace and then pick up the right answer. I had the lucky shot of completing 70 by 70.
I understand. Do you see more match the following questions?
There were only 2 match the following questions for
match the following. Okay. Any true or false?
No true or false questions.
Multi choices?
Multi choices, 1.
So then it's a decent exam. Yes. And no mathematics, right? No EVM, no critical path.
There were no critical path, but the basic calculations like CPA, SPA, there were a couple of questions.
You have to put the formula, EV, PV, all the stuff.
Yes.
That's okay. You may need a calculator by the time.
That is right, but the values were very low, and then it was like more or less a whole number that we can calculate in.
Right. Anyway, you can't disclose the question. So that's a good, interesting. I understand some little bit math is that. So that's a good point. And are you from Agile background?
Yes.
Okay. So being Agile background, was this exam you felt at least a few percentage of questions come directly from Agile?
I can say that, but partially, because it was a mixture of predictive and adaptive.
Right. They don't give explicitly it says Agile, but they mix it.
That is correct.
Okay. Since because somebody is Agile expert doesn't mean the exam will be easy. Still, you have to be prepared.
So the thing is, when I sat in the chair, I was just thinking, I don't know anything. All I have to do is read the question, pick up the keyword, and then go through the answer, select the right one.
Nice. When you come to 180th question, how many minutes you had?
30 seconds.
Hey, is this including review or just writing exam itself?
Writing the exam.
God, man, that's so close. Yeah,
I got it too close. That is correct.
But tell me, did you click the submit button or it went?
I clicked the submit button. So I was having 30 seconds to click submit. So all I did was let it be for good, but I have done my best. I was confident that the questions I went through and then the options I selected was right because of the practice I did and because of the questions that I have been through.
Okay. And then, you have a habit of closing eyes and meditating while clicking the button. Did you do that?
No, I didn't do. Just to ensure I'm not messing up the last second.
You don't want to click a wrong button. Cancel the exam.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, such button does not exist. Okay, that's interesting. After you click the button, or while clicking the button, did you hear some heartbeat sound?
No, I did not. I was just eager enough. My eyes were wide open to see the result.
Okay. Are you able to read the result properly?
Yes.
Congratulations.
So first I just went through. I saw the word congratulations. All right. Okay.
Done. Over.
Now go through. Like you have. It is time for you to enjoy. You have put in the hard work. And then
very good. So you called your mom, dad, said, "Mom, I cleared. Thanks a lot."
As a matter of fact, you are the one first I texted. Then only I went out and informed my parents.
That's great to know. Thanks for that trust what you have on us. Appreciate it. Really good news, Sivaraman. First, thanks a lot for sharing this wonderful success which you came through. Now tell me how you feel this will be applicable in your industry and how you feel that you're going to use it in day-to-day life. Do you see any relevance?
Day-to-day life, yes. Firstly, starting with planning, we can do. So it is the execution that matters the most, like how better we can execute on a daily life, on the work. Then how whatever that I am doing presently, how we can enhance it. So that is what my thought process are presently.
Makes sense. Nice, good. Do you think in your corporate they'll recognize this kind of certificates and give value?
Yes, they will. Because present. Before taking up the exam, I was just going through the market and then saw, is there a demand for a project manager? Because, only if there is a demand, the effort that you put in actually works. Because you'll be spending some hours, then squeezing out yourself during the ending certification stage, it should be worth it. So when I started in March, I believe like there were only 10, say like 20%, but now I can see like there are more project manager openings. And then some are matching the present work that I do. On the other hand, the domain I am in. So that is going to give me a leverage to shift the career paths towards management.
Right. That's pretty good. So now which city you are from?
I am from Chennai.
Chennai. So what is special in Chennai now, this season?
Presently, weather.
That's good, huh? Good to sleep.
Not good to sleep. It's unpredictable actually. It is hot in the morning. Then by 4, it's getting humid and then going dull. And then there are some, I would say some rain, because rains for only 2-3 minutes, then stops.
2-3 minutes. So it shows a sample.
Yes, only a sample all the time. No monsoon.
Okay, that's good, Sivaraman. So Sivaraman, tell me, there are people who are from different domains now trying with PMP like you getting in. So what is your opinion or suggestions to them to prepare for this exam from the scratch? What will be your thought?
So my thing is, you just first ask yourself, do you really need the certification? Well, that is very important.
Very good.
Because just for another, a logo on the resume you want to do
that. Okay.
You really want it, and you believe like taking this certification will take your career to another level. Just do it. The time you spend is worth.
Makes sense.
On the other hand, I can see that majority of the domain, like they want process to be streamlined, where they can add more quality output and value. So no matter it's a pharmaceutical domain, or it is a banking domain, or it could be like aeronautical domain. So that the planning and the execution, the information you gather, that is what it is more important. So domain matters.
So can we say that this course is not any domain specific? Anyone can do this who possesses to go for leadership.
Exactly.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
But you need to have the vision first, that it is possible for you to go to the knowledge, the leadership path.
Right. That passion should be there. Okay.
That is correct. So you need to take a risk. You need to be willing to take accountability, because when you're handling a team, accountability is like a very major thing. So you need to ensure that you're making the right choices.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Do you have a writing habits which we discuss regularly?
Yes.
Okay. Is it easy or is it tough for you as you have to keep sitting writing?
Actually, writing helped me to remember concepts. I've got two 180 pages books completed. Right, taking points, taking questions. So the last day before the exam, all I did was I informed my manager I'm going to take permission. So last 3 hours, all I did was like went through the questions and then the explanation of it. It is not the answer. First, you need to know why the answer is correct. Some people, what they will do is they will go through the question and then they will take the answer. Okay, fine, this is the answer. But you need to know why the answer is right and the other 3 are not. But because it will be like a thin slack between two answers. So why this is right and why this isn't? Why this isn't like the most applicable answer?
Right.
I was just making note of points and then I was going through.
Good, man. Good. A lot of groundwork has happened there. Writing habits. Do you participate weekly test? We conduct Saturday, Sunday?
Yes. Some I was unable to because of my personal things I need to take care at home, because there were painting was in progress. And then my father was unwell, met with an accident. So I need to go through hospital during the weekends.
Hope he's better now?
Yes, he's fully recovered.
Very good. Okay. Okay, that's good. A lot of effort happened there. Okay, the takeaway here is be consistent. First, ask yourself, are you ready?
That is correct.
Without that, don't come here because you want to have a certificate.
So it is actually not for this, but for anything that you do, you want to take another step. You need to first ask whether are you ready for it.
Are you ready? Okay, good. Read the books carefully and write a lot of mock exams. Evaluate the questions carefully.
Yes.
In the exam hall, stay confident. Right, play till the last ball of the game.
Yes. And another thing is, so this happens often to me. which I ensure that it should not happen for anyone. The thing is, when you're going to take the questions, when you read the questions, for some, I'm not telling for all, but for some, they will have a background engine running in their brain. For the fifth answer, was the answer right? Did I take the right keyword? So what will happen? What will happen at that time is you will be in the 9th question, and then the focus will not be in the 9th. The engine is still running, processing the 5th question. So that will take time, and sometimes it might make you to select the right answer. So every question when I went through, the first 2 seconds I will say this is the first question I'm going to write, and then I will never remember about the next question or the one that's going to come.
It's something like live every day as the last day of your life.
Yes.
Man, a lot of philosophy running there. Huh? Sivaraman is fully informed in the exam time.
You need to learn from your previous mistakes, right?
That's really good. That's really good. Thanks, Sivaraman. That's really valuable inputs. I appreciate it. And viewers, I'm sure you all got quick inputs from him. Question yourself, right? And answer every question as your first question. Right?
That is exactly right.
So, right, that's an interesting point from him. I really appreciate it. Great. Once again, thanks a lot for coming up here. At the same time, I would tell that apply what you learned, and that's going to give you a lot of growth. Definitely certificate adds value. I'm not saying no. On top of that, when you do the work, somebody should get a feel, who's this guy? They should ask, Sivaraman, what's your qualification, man? Then you say, oh, okay, now I relate the way you do things. Right? So it's not something in the email we have a suffix. Because of that, they would understand you. They should know by your work, wow, this guy maybe.
There is some change, yeah.
That's the thing you have to see. Very good. Nice, nice. Good, Sivaraman. Enjoy your evening, and I don't want to kill much of your time. At the same time, would really appreciate you coming forward to give this kind of interview, which is going to help a few of them who are really preparing from the bottom level. And also you gave some idea in the exam hall, how you can focus. That is, every question as the first question. Right? That I like that way of looking things. Very good. Nice. Anything more from you?
All the best to people who are going to write.
Very good. Rock the show. Great. All the viewers, good wishes to you from Sivaraman. And I believe you'll also give wishes to Sivaraman, give your likes, comments for his wonderful success. Once again, thanks a lot, Sivaraman. Keep rocking. All the best.
Have a good